What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video by Helmet 49ers podcast. Today we will be talking about some upcoming tight ends in this year's draft. I'm your host, JT. That's me. My co-host is my dad.
What's up, JT?
And first, don't forget to like
and subscribe.
So, as you can tell, we're going to be looking at some tight ends that we like in this upcoming draft.
Oh, yeah. Here we go. Once again, we're going to be using NFL Draft Buzz for some of the news and stats and info about the players. We've combed through the tight end draft class this year, and we've looked in some mock drafts, and we know where some tight ends are going to fall close to, like where the Niners will be drafting. Maybe they'll move up a little bit, or right around that area, third rounder. So we chose a few, and we're going to be talking about them, right?
Yes, so first is Sam Laporta. He's like the best tight end out of all these tight ends, in my opinion.
Yeah. I'm a big fan. And, well, he's Iowa, right?
Yeah. George Kittle's in there and T.J. Hawkinson, and they are pretty good tight ends.
Yeah, so somehow Iowa's become a great tight end factory. So I'm going to lean towards them having a good tight end. So just because of that, I'm leaning towards Sam Laporta and Iowa as, well, my favorite pick for a tight end. Probably yours too, like you said. So let's talk about it. Let's dive in a little bit about Sam Laporta. As you can see here, he's 6'3", not totally tall, but not that short compared to George Kittle. He's like 6'4", right?
Yeah, the height doesn't matter, I guess, for tight ends. Maybe it doesn't matter, but 6'3" is not that bad of a height that you should be all panicking about.
No, I know, but yeah, for measurables against the other tight ends in the class, he's in the 21 percentile, so it looks bad, but it can totally be done, right?
And he's only 22, so that's good.
Yeah, but I think he's full grown by now. All right, so looking at the measurables here, it's pretty impressive. His 40 time, 89 percentile, 3-cone, which I think the Niners really put a lot of weight into, is the 3-cone, because it tells them, change of direction, Can they yak? Can they gain separation?
Can they run the routes quick?
Yes, exactly. So he checks the boxes on those. The 10-yard split, very important. Talks about explosion off the line. First 10 yards, very good, 81 percentile. His best, right, is the broad.
123 inches?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's the unit of measure. Yeah, that one is 90 percentile, and that shows explosion. His shuttle's good. Man, everything's good. His bench, yeah, we might need to work on that one, huh?
Yeah, it's like he jumped over 10 feet. 10 feet and 3 inches.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, exact measurements.
Exact measurements. Okay. All right. Cool. So some of the stats that we pulled up was in his junior year, he caught 670 yards and 3 touchdowns. Not that great. I mean, touchdown wise, not that great. His senior year, last year, he caught 592 yards and got only 1 touchdown. That won't be a red flag for me, though. I mean, we've seen him. We've seen his highlights. We've seen him at the combine. I mean, he looks really smooth to me. He looks really good. So the touchdowns will come. Not a big deal. As long as he has good hands, get open. Doesn't matter his college production so much. His strengths, you can see some here. You narrowed it down to, like, he runs excellent routes, and that's really important, right? As a rookie, especially, I think, for the coaching staff, right?
Yeah, I think we're like one of the most important things for a wide receiver, like tight ends, is route running for us, right?
Yeah, because it's all about timing, timing, and Shanahan wants people at a certain place, certain time. It's a timing offense. Um, yeah, he ran the whole route tree too, so that's really important because some colleges they don't have even the receivers run much of a route tree, much different routes. He ran everything, so he is ready to go. You know, he's got a high football IQ, very smart guy, football wise. That they say he rarely drops the ball, and he's great after the catch. Come on, this is right.
It kind of sounds like George Kittle.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, he'd have to be like an awesome blocker, then that would be George Kittle. But yeah,
I think he'd
everything
be the
here,
number one tight end then.
everything here, yes, everything just checks the box so well. His biggest weakness is his blocking, which he is a willing blocker, but maybe not a great blocker. And that's something he can learn from Kittle. Oh, man. A fellow Iowa tight end coming in, and he'll teach him some of his stuff. Tight end university, right? So we're both really, high on Laporta. And if he's there, 99, or if you trade, I don't think they're going to trade up for a backup tight end, though. So if he's there at the end of the third round, I really hope they take him if he's available, you know? So, all right. Well, next tight end is probably one of your favorite guys, mostly because of his name.
Schoonmaker.
What? That's it?
Luke Schoonmaker.
I like your announcements.
Luke Schoonmaker.
Yep, you love his name. I've been hearing a lot of his name on the podcast recently. His name has been coming up a lot. So he is.
Yeah, because I think because of his 3-cone, 6.81, 95 percentile. That's what Sam wants.
That's like, yes, that is excellent. Elite 3-cone. Man, that's really good.
His 4-yard dash time was really good too, 4.63, 84 percentile.
He's got the speed.
Shuttle was 75%. I don't really know. What's the shuttle like? I don't know.
I think it's a 20-yard thing where they run a shorter one. It's like a half of a 40. Yeah.
And his broad jump was 97%.
Yeah, that's some explosion, man. And the 10-yard is really good too at 81%. He just knocked it out of the park almost at the combine. Yeah, looks good. Oh, that's my alarm. It's time to talk about Schoonmaker. Okay, let's get to his stats, huh? He was a fifth-year senior from what I remember.
Yeah, in 2022, 386 yards and 3 touchdowns. In 2021, it was 165 yards for 3 touchdowns. Or 2022 was his breakout year, I guess you'd say.
Yeah, 386 is all right, but tight ends are not always used
compared
a lot.
to 2021.
Compared to 2021, yes. 3 touchdowns seems like his average, but like I said, some offenses just don't utilize the tight end a lot in their offense.
And he has excellent agility and explosion. So, I mean, we could explode off the line. Would that be nice?
Yeah. Big play, too. I mean, he can make some big plays.
He has soft, reliable hands, tracks the ball, and has very good body control.
That's great. I mean, the guy can get those tough catches. Maybe the throws that aren't perfect. He can move around and contort himself to catch the ball. Yeah, a reliable catcher. That's what Shanahan, I'm sure, wants. Somebody that won't drop the ball.
Very good footwork. Runs.
Precise routes, huh?
And creates separation well.
Yeah, that's good. That's great. That's what you need. So that's really important. He seems to be, almost a ready to go type of tight end,
Yeah, and with Kittle's help, hopefully, we always dream that our best players help the young players, but I just feel like that's never the case. I don't know.
I think it would be cool.
They might
especially,
They might do that like behind the scenes, but I don't know. I like to see it caught on camera. When I saw Emmanuel Sanders teach Kendrick Bourne, I want to see it on camera.
Yeah, that stuff they don't show, man.
But he is not a great blocker, which Kittle can definitely help with,
Yeah. He seems to need to add some muscle,
and has limited route tree. And I think Shanahan will have a lot of routes set for
Oh,
some tight ends.
tons of routes. You're gonna have to learn so much more. So that's where he will be at a disadvantage, and it would take some time maybe for him to be able to learn those routes and run those routes, sharply and precisely. And that's what Shanahan is looking for, like perfection, I believe. So, oh boy, okay, all right, Schoonmaker is a possibility, huh? In the late third.
He might go early, like earlier than it's very possible.
Yeah, we have seen some mock drafts where he does uh, go just right before us, but mock drafts, we'll see what the real deal happens, where he'll fall. So, all right, next up, hey, this is one of my favorites. I just kind of, I wouldn't say fell in love with this player, but after seeing his tape, he looks awesome. It is Josh.
Wiley,
Yeah.
not Weil.
Well, we'll see. At least the announcers called him Wiley. So Josh Wiley from Cincinnati. He uh he looked really good in the tape that I watched. Of course, those are highlights. But let's click over to his um, profile. Josh Wiley, 6'6", 248 pounds. Uh, his measurables were pretty good in some parts. His 40 was good. Oh, he ran a 4.69, and then his 10-yard split was 1.61, which is 72 percentile.
His height's good too, 82%, 6'6".
Yeah, that's really good too. That's pretty good. Why don't you talk about his stats?
So let's start from the junior this time. Junior year, that was his best season. 353 yards and 6 touchdowns. His senior year, 332. Does it look like? Sorry, the writing.
That's 330. That's a zero.
6 touchdowns in his senior year, and then his super senior year is 326 yards and 3 touchdowns. So touchdowns decreased, but I think he could be a good return threat.
Yeah. So some of his strengths, he's a great route runner. He uses his shoulder fakes and varies his speed on his route to gain separation. So he's really good at running his routes. He was clocked in at 20 miles per hour on GPS in his college years. He's totally athletic and a tough player. I mean, he looks a little lanky. He looks a little skinny. He's tall and skinny. But he's a tough player to tackle. He's good at the contested catch. That's his specialty. So that would be awesome in the red zone, eh? Right, little fade passes or something. Just throw it up high. This guy's, got pretty good height, pretty good vert. So he's got some strong hands, and he's also a threat to run deep routes too, which is pretty cool to have. Some of his weaknesses, he needs to improve his route running to gain better separation, and he has a limited power in the blocking game too. So once again, another tight end that needs a little bit of help in the blocking game, but
I think this one's just more muscle case.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah, add a little muscle, then he should improve upon that.
And then next, it's Zach Kuntz, 6'7", 255, out of Old Dominion. He did really well at the combine. He's 6'7". Literally everything is good. You can see it on screen. The cone was amazing as well. 6.792%, 40, 4.55, 90%. Everything was amazing. If you want to see a spider chart all the way down here, this is his spider chart if you want to see it.
This is one of the kind of guys who's like a combine superstar, right? He did everything so well. He measured out almost elite levels.
You guys can see this.
That's a spider graph for you.
So, as a senior, he got 692 yards, 5 touchdowns. That's his best season. But his fifth-year senior year, it wasn't very good. This was in 5 games. 144 yards and 2 touchdowns. He's a dangerous receiver for yak and tackling.
Taking.
Taking. The top off of defenses. Good hand-eye coordination and body control. So his good burst and quickness. Can make outstanding catches. And he has soft hands. I think a lot of tight ends have soft hands.
Not all tight ends, but yeah.
And he's good at tracking the ball.
Yeah,
sounds pretty good.
No, he sounds great.
But didn't you hear he didn't love football or something like
that? That's just some people's opinions on some podcasts I listened to. It just didn't seem like he had, that fever to be great at football. So how will he do in the NFL? Will he put in all the time and work to improve himself? I mean, he was great athletically, and he has those elite traits. But when it comes down to going against NFL,
does he have the tools, but does he have the heart? That's the question.
That's the perfect line. I agree. That's the question. I mean, if he's going to be drafted late, maybe he seems to be going high because of his traits, all those great traits. So maybe in the 5th round, I wouldn't mind taking a flyer for the Niners. But as a 3rd rounder, I would not. As a 3rd round pick for us, I would not use that for Kuntz.
And we have 3 3rd-round picks, so we have a lot of choices.
And we do, but we have a lot of other things that we need to. So yeah, as a 5th rounder or later, we take a flyer on him. That's not bad.
He lacks a twitch to create consistent separation. Not great at contested catches, opposite of Wiley, and not great as a blocker.
It's an inline blocker. Yeah. A lot of, I guess it seems like you said, some other tight ends have a problem with blocking. They're not great at blocking, especially in line next to the tackle and making those plays and blocks. So, all right, Kuntz looks great. That spider chart looks crazy.
I feel like he's gonna go mid-3rd round. I just have a feeling he's gonna go mid-3rd round.
I've seen some mock drafts where he's dropped in there in the mid-3rd round too. Yeah, it's like Sam Laporta almost. Yeah, we'll see. All right, who's our last tight end on our list?
Brenton Strange.
If he was a doctor, that'd be pretty awesome.
More of a character.
Okay, so 6'4", 253. Not bad. He's a junior, so left a year early. Here's his measurables. Some of the stuff that came up pretty high is his 40, 10-yard split, broad jump, bench, and vert. His best is his broad jump, which was at the 93 percentile. Explosive on that. 10-yard looks great too, 88 percentile.
3-cone, not the best.
Yeah, 3-cone is pretty important for the Niners, it seems. They put a lot of weight on the 3-cone and agility and change of direction. So not great. Not terrible, but not great. Just okay. His vert's good though, 83 percentile. 40 is pretty good too, 70 percentile. Yeah, so as a senior last year, he had some stats of 362 yards and 5 touchdowns. So that's pretty good. 5 TDs is, looking around at the stats, 5 TDs is pretty good. Actually, some people have 6, but 5 is a good amount for a tight end in college.
I told you this play where he ran to the right and he adjusted for the quarterback. He broke some tackles and he ran. You saw it, right?
Yeah, you showed
was
me.
good.
You were pretty high on that. That looked pretty good. That looked pretty good. So if you could do that consistently, that'd be awesome. So it's some of his strengths. He has quick, strong hands, and he has good balance. He's an excellent blocker, so that's different than most of the rest of the tight ends.
Everybody's like good at catching already. Do they need to work on blocking? He needs to work on like maybe receiving more than blocking because he's already a blocker. Like Charlie Warner, for example.
Yeah, Charlie Warner, we drafted. We knew he was a great blocker. Could he be a good receiver like Kittle was? But coming out of college, nobody knew that because Kittle didn't get thrown the ball a lot, and neither did Charlie Warner. But Charlie Warner has not panned out the way Kittle did. Few people do. But just reading some of the Strange's strengths, he looks like he does have some things to be a great receiver or a very good receiver. So he's a catch and run threat. This is awesome, right? That's us. We're the Yak Bros, man, right? So and they also say his strength is he's a major threat in the red zone. Major threat. So that is great. I mean, he knows how to get open in like tight spaces. So that would be great.
So here's some more praise about his blocking. He's a tough blocker and will block multiple defenders on a single play.
Yeah, so that's some hustle, right? He's just not going to block one guy and then take the rest of the play off. He's going to find the next guy and the next guy and the next guy and just go down the line and hopefully escort that guy all the way into the end zone on a on a 70-yard play or something. That'd be awesome. Man, I'm getting excited about this guy. I totally am now.
Oh, what's his weaknesses?
Some of his weaknesses. Okay, we pulled a couple of weaknesses out.
He needs to become a sharper route runner and has problems with drops.
Okay, no dropsies. It happens. Yeah.
May not everyone has soft hands.
I mean, Debo has the drops too, but he has the big plays too. It's a little give and take there.
If he's like a 5th or 6th rounder, I think I'll take it.
Totally.
If 6th,
7th rounder, I would totally be happy with Strange. Yeah. So yeah, that's Brenton Strange. I'm sold. I'm sold here. It's I hope we can get him too. So I'm looking at maybe 2 tight ends, huh? Maybe 2 tight ends this draft. We'll see. We'll see if that happens. We start Charlie Warner. We just signed Ross Dwelley.
Yeah, for 1 year. Tyler Croft haven't signed yet, so there's one more spot.
There is one more spot. So, but if we get 2 tight ends, maybe we can cut. Dwelley's on the verge, I think. I mean, we can live without him, maybe. So I wouldn't mind.
Yeah, we definitely can.
If we don't owe him any money, signed to a contract, but nothing's guaranteed. I'm probably sure that's the case. We can just cut Dwelley or Warner, bring in Strange and Wiley or Strange and Laporta. Woo! I'd be I'm excited about tight ends here.
Or Wiley and Laporta.
Ooh, what a combo. Man, I'll be jumping up and down. Okay, yeah, getting too excited about tight ends. That's
or it could also be some Strange blocking downfield while Laporta's running. He's running for a touchdown.
Where's Kittle?
He's not a boy. He got benched. They're better than
him. No way. Oh man. No, I don't want that to happen. I would love.
He's injured.
Okay. Okay. He might have a slight injury. Sure.
Doesn't happen,
sprain an ankle, out for a game, and then Laporta and Wiley just, bust out a great game. All right. I guess that is the end of our tight end series, huh? So we have a few more to go before draft day. We're shooting for
defensive backs.
Maybe it's defensive backs. We'll do a defensive backs one just like we did today with tight ends.
We might just do cornerbacks or safety separately. We don't know yet. But we're definitely going to do that next.
We're going to hit a couple mock drafts, do some fun things before the draft, which is coming around the corner pretty quickly. So I'm excited. I love the draft. We love the draft. can't wait. I know we're not going to pick until the late third round, but hopefully there'll be some action happening. The Niners make some movement and maybe get something early third or something like that. The Niners will always do something exciting.
It might not be this year, but we might need to chill down because we keep losing all our picks.
I know. All right. Okay, I think we were done with the tight end. So it was a good show.
Well, that is our for today's video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and goodbye.